Alright, so in this video we're going to fold this origami rabbit, which comes from the book The A to Z of Origami in English. Now, in order to make the rabbit white with pink ears, I'm going to start with a 6-inch sheet of kami with the pink side up. So depending on how you want your final rabbit to look, you may have to adjust which side of the paper you start up, but I'm going to fold it so that my ears are going to be pink. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to fold the paper in half diagonally. And unfold. Next, we're going to fold these edges to the center line. Turn the model over, and now you're going to fold this corner to this corner. I'm going to turn the model over again, and now we're going to swivel the paper so that these corners come to the top. So I'm going to take one corner and I'm going to lift it up, and you're going to see this pocket that forms, and we're going to push the paper such that it lines up like so. So this edge is going to line up with the center line of the paper. And we're going to flatten that, and we're going to repeat that on the right side. So I'm going to lift this layer of paper, push the paper so that it swivels up, and make this edge line up with the center line. Now I'm going to fold these edges so that they line up with the center line. Now I'm going to fold the top layer of the bottom from the bottom all the way to the top. Once you do that, fold the model in half like so. And you're going to have a lot of paper on one end. And I'm going to rotate the model such that the side with the 3 layers is on the left, and the side with the single layer is on the right. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold back. If you see, I have 3 layers here. I'm going to fold back the outer 2 layers as far as the model will let me. So it's around here. And you can fold it at a slightly upwards angle like I am here. But there's going to be an upper limit to where you can fold the top edge of this flap back. And I'm going to fold the back flap to mirror that. Like so. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do an outside reverse fold such that this flap lines up with these 2 flaps over here. And what that's going to look like is I'm going to stick my thumbs inside the model, and I'm going to push the paper. See how I've pushed it, and it's reversing its directionality such that it lands on top of the other layers of paper. Like so. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to shape the head, and I'm going to do that by outside reverse folding this top layer of paper here. So I'm going to start by folding this edge over about 1/4 of the way down this length. So folding it at a quarter might give me something like that. And then I'm going to fold it a second time in that same manner, pushing that paper over on top of itself, like so. And I'm going to do one more, and this third one is going to come out so the head sticks far outside this model, and we'll get something like this. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to shape the body. So I'm going to fold this layer of paper over like so, and you're going to feel there's going to be a thicker layer of paper right about there. And you'll just fold it so that this edge lines up with this edge. You've got that perpendicular fold. Something like that. And I'm going to inside reverse fold that. Just letting the paper go through on folds that already exist that I made from that previous step. And I'll get something that looks like this. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to inside reverse fold the paper again, but I'm going to reverse it such that at this point it comes out an angle just below this corner. So I'm going to push the paper through like so. There's no exact measurement here. You can decide, depending on how far you go, the farther you make your crease, the longer the tail will be, but the smaller the feet will be. So I want moderately sized feet and a tail, so I'm gonna go around there. That doesn't look too bad. I like that. Now to shape the feet so that they stick out and look more like feet and less like this angled piece of paper, I'm going to open the model up a little bit and I'm going to fold this corner in, or inside reverse this corner. As far as you want, this is definitely to taste, but this will shape the feet. So now they look like feet sticking forward as opposed to that layer of paper going in this direction. Now we're going to focus on the ears. I'm going to fold the ears down like so. You can have them line up with the back of the body. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to fold the back one to match that. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to open these ears such that the pink is showing. So you may have to fiddle around to find the pink layer. But I'm going to make that color layer show for my ears. And if you use your thumb and forefinger, you can kind of shape the ears so that they will stay open. And what I did was I used my left hand, my thumb and forefinger here, and I took my thumb and forefinger, my right hand, just kind of grasped the very back corner of the ears, and I just pushed forward a little bit. And what you'll see is I've made a very small crease right there, and that will actually keep your ears propped open. Now the final step, optional of course, is just to tuck in a little bit of the head to give it more of a rabbit head shape. And there you go. And that's the rabbit.